Excuse me. I was just looking for a marker. A magic marker.
I want it out.
Because you were hiding in the trick?
Illusion, Michael. I so very much would like to be in your prostaticular as your look-alike.
Right. They're gonna see the ink. It's more of a leading man role, but it's not really done that way.
Guess I shouldn't have used the permanent marker.
Tobias, still hoping to be in Job's trick, ventured into a costume shop he'd stumbled upon
Oh, look who's back.
years earlier.
Are you gonna buy this time, or you just curious?
I suppose I'm, bi-curious. I have a big TV opportunity.
This is where all the big TVs come.
Let's start with the Eve Arden.
Right?
Hey!
It's a woman's wig.
I was told it was a bob. Oh, I know you're looking for a twin for your illusion, and there's somebody I'd like to put in a plug for. Oh, correction. Make that 4,000 plugs.
Oh, God.
Oh, come
Mr. Gay, he's bleeding! Mr. Gay!
No. I was scared too, but I realized it was being a leading man. Oh, I can just taste those meaty leading man parts in my mouth.
All right, listen to me. The trick has changed. We want you to play me now.
Well, but that would mean I'd have to shave my very tender head, I see. Okay, well, perhaps I jumped the gun on those new headshots. Wait, we're back to hair?
Fortunately for Tobias, however, he'd found it too painful to part with his new hair.
Boy, did I catch a break.
So he opted to wear a bald cap.
This chicken shall be wrongly cooped.
Is that chicken? Oh my God! Dad, are you all right?
I fooled his own son. I am a leading man.
And Job
Okay, Lindsay, are you forgetting that I was a professional twice over, an analyst and a therapist, the world's first analrapist?
Yes, and you were almost arrested for those business cards.
Yes, no, it did not look good on paper, but I didn't stop because of the police inquiries. I stopped to raise our little daughter. But since we both have started to grow hair in unexpected places, I suppose I shall soon be working as a leading man, and she may soon start dating.
Well, Mom's probably right. I couldn't even stand up to a seal. I don't really deserve a medal or a party.
No, you deserve this. Here, take my business card. No, it's pronounced analrapist.
It wasn't really the pronunciation that bothered me.
You see, Buster, it wasn't the seal that you couldn't stand up to. It was Lucille. Oh, I'm getting chills. If this was a Lifetime Moment of Truth movie, this would be our act break.
And Mom, what is with all the family photos?
Oh, I'm teaching Buster to stand up for himself. I'm surrogating your mother.
By wearing her sealskin coat?
Michael, I have tried on everything and nothing seems to be working.
I thought the Donna Karen worked. You just didn't have the right shoes.
Look, I gotta get rid of any evidence of my family, and quickly, including you guys. Get out of here!
See, now that's how you stand up to Mother.
Meanwhile, worried about Steve Holtz, that's when Buster noticed the seal on Rita's backpack.
Hey, talk about cathartic. Now that's an act break.
He is my favorite son.
Everybody's favorite son.
I had a great time. I wish I could have stayed long.
Favorite
Terrible.
All right.
Yeah, we should have. I don't know where that hair of yours came from.
Shameless plugs on Placentia. Looks pretty good, huh? And they're not licensed, which means big savings. It's been happening a lot lately.
You know what? This is the perfect thing to do.
No, Mom, I'm not gonna do it.
No, not you. Bob's daughter, Hope. Well, if I can get Hope this crown, maybe her father might just want to crown me. If you know what I mean.
I'm guessing have sex, but that's meeting you more than halfway. Tobias, want to clean up that mirror? And base.
Perhaps if I can coach a certain young lady to victory in this pageant, I can gain back the respect of my wife. I'll show them a little TNA.
You can't make me do it, Dad.
Tobias and Anne.
My Anne? No, I don't think we need any help.
Oh, George Michael, she's a girl. I need to teach her how to be a woman. Within her lies a queen. Let me out that queen.
Tobias was getting Anne ready for the talent portion of the pageant.
I think we need something with a little more spectacle in the act. Something that will make you look small and pretty in comparison. A camel.
You know, she has a really lovely singing voice.
I'll sing to the camel.
Yes, we can Google some disco songs with the word hump in them.
Cute.
No, that sounds a bit racy.
Okay, he may be afraid of sex, but you're not going to win without it.
No, I'm not afraid of sex.
Oh, good. Have sex with this girl right now. Do it. Go. Get in there. Have some sex with her right now. I didn't think so. And you need to decide whether you want a man or a boy. I know how I'd answer.
Give us some room, George Michael. I can't breathe.
Okay, now you're upsetting the talent. Out.
And Michael returned home as well.
Hey, what happened to you?
Oh, I got highlights. It'll blend in about a week.
Yeah, I actually meant the collapse.
Oh, I don't know. It probably has something to do with the 4,000 hair plugs I had in one sitting.
Maybe you ought to see a doctor.
Yeah, but he's too busy going to the gym to see his friend Frank.
Oh, we're more than friends. I'm kind of his spotter. Mr. Spot. Anyway, we should be looking at some big yen coming in from the Japanese, and when it does, I'm taking my gym buddy out to dinner. I barely even know you. Who's Frank?
Well, I've been wanting to talk to you about that, but it's a little awkward.
Oh, well, I've been wanting to have my own awkward talk as well.
I think we could be more than just gym buddies.
You're blowing my mind, Frank.
I'm an agent. I'd like to work with you.
Oh. Oh, well, that is great news. Okay, good. I'm so glad you went first. What agency are you with?
Frank said CIA, a government agency that was responsible for this catastrophe. But Tobias thought he said CAA, a talent agency that was responsible for this one.
Frank's in the business, Michael. He's got a big project for me. Says it's top secret. He kind of looks like you. Same size, same curly hair.
Well, Tobias, maybe you should spend less time focused on your looks and a little bit more time focused on your daughter, okay? Her grades are terrible. She's gonna start getting Fs.
Actually, she'd already got. And back at the gym, Tobias was finding out more about the project the agent had suggested.
Come on! What are you gonna tell me? What do you got for me?
The Japanese investors you told us about are going over to your place today. I need you there when they are. We need you to be a mole.
Oh, kind of a backer's audition. Okay, I get it. All right. Well, then, Frank, I shall be a bigger, hairier mole than the one on your inner left thigh.
Inside the house, Tobias was working with the man he thought was a talent agent.
You ready?
Oh, yes, I'm going to be a great mole. Check 2, 3. Let Lily lick Lionel's lusty leathers. Let Lily
The levels
lick
are fine.
Lionel's...
All right, remember, no one can know it's you. We need to capture George Sr.
Capture George Sr.? What, is that what you hired me to do?
You didn't realize that?
No. But it does make perfect sense. I have played him before.
He had in the poorly narrated reality series, Scandal Makers.
It's going to be tough to work that into the character, and it's going to fight the costume I rented, but I didn't take 6 weeks of improv classes at the Groundlings for nothing.
And Michael was on the phone to...
Someone else wired?
Oh, that's me. My friend Frank wired me. He wanted me to be a mole.
Our cover's blown.
Let's get out of here.
Goodbye, Tobias.
He wanted you to be a mole. Oh my God. Tobias Funke, you're Mr. F, which means that man was Rita.
Here comes the bride.
Hey, what are you doing in a wheelchair?
No, it's a dolly to help videotape your nuptials.
I don't think I need any footage of my nuptials. Tobias, are you sure that this dolly isn't related to your recent health problems?
Okay, so my legs and my left arm occasionally go to sleep, and you want to call it a health problem. Whoa.
Hey.
No, I can get up myself. Oh, man, yeah. Let me get in the dolly. No, thank you. I don't need your help.
It doesn't seem like you've been having a whole lot of trouble since the hair transplants. Maybe you should see a boobaman.
A boobaman?
Oh, doctor. It's a British expression. Like they say go up box instead of elevator.
Oh, yes, like when they say poofter to mean tourist, yes. Boy, that Rita's a smarty.
On the next Arrested Development,
It's my illusion.
Michael relives a wedding nightmare.
Oh, put him out! My hair! My beautiful hair!
Push him in the pool.
Why am I not going underwater? Dear God, why am I not going underwater?
What I want you to do is run upstairs and run a nice bath for Uncle Tobias, and I want you to help him get in the tub. Can you do that for me? Thanks.
And don't make the water too hot. The scabs come right off.
So, come on, Lindsay, what are we gonna do about Mother?
Honestly, Michael, all this mother talk, you're starting to sound a lot like Buster.
And Michael realized there was somebody else in the family who would care about this.
Buster's gonna take this so hard. I cannot let my brother get hurt.
Oh, it's on standby. Got another one in you?
Hey, why is there an ambulance out front?
Honey, the car is here.
Hey, do you need a ride? I mean, you'll have to lie down, but...
I'm not going. The whole thing is a scam. Mom was just using that warden to try to get Dad out. She's not trying to seduce him at all.
I don't know, she is. She's spending the night with him. She just called to ask me to bring her a tube of vegetable paste. Hi, Judge Michael.
You're going too, huh?
Yeah, I thought I would just go with maybe and support her through this whole graft versus host thing.
And Michael himself was feeling a little like the host that the grafting family was rejecting.
Good. Great. Go. It's a very important cause. So I'll just stay here and read.
Well, this is Tobias. When Toby first came into the family, none of us much wanted him around. But that's because we couldn't see what was on the inside. But lately, that's all we've been able to see. But what was Tobias to do? Have his hair plugs removed?
The doctor says I'd be completely healed if I were to do that.
He just needs his hair plugs out?
Doctor says that's the cure.
There's a cure?
No way. That horsehair is my ticket back into society. You cut it after those idiots at the gala accept me as one of their own.
We're giving money for this guy to keep his hair transplants?
I'd rather give to TBA.
The crowd began to grow unruly.
We have a riot in the ballroom.
And just as the prisoners had proven they could throw a gala as well as the rich, so the rich proved. Next, Arrested Development. George Michael gets closer to his family.
That was close, huh, maybe?
Oh, she's in the next cell. Looks like we're gonna be bunk buddies all night, cuz.
George Michael experiences his unhappiest moment ever.
Hello, Lindsay.
Tobias, did you get a lawyer?
Only the best looking and best educated lawyer in the whole OC.
Don't call it that, okay? Blah, blah, blah. How are you?
Bob's representing you?
He was. One day earlier, Tobias had spoken to him on the phone.
Whether or not those promises were made explicit.
You want me to be explicit? Anyway, as it turns out, Bob was offering to be my lawyer.
Lindsay and Tobias were back with the arbitrator.
Now, as you know, it is very difficult to establish fault in a divorce. But one indicator is fidelity. Now, my client has not pursued sex outside of this marriage.
Nor in it.
I got this one. Can the same be said for you?
Oh, absolutely. I've done everything to make this marriage work.
That's interesting. Can you tell me what your plans are for this evening?
I have plans with a friend.
A man? What's his name, please?
Don't answer that.
I withdraw the question. Why don't we stop for the day? So Mrs. Funke can get to her date with her mysterious Mr. Blah, blah, blah at 8:30 unless you want to sit at the bar.
It was the first time someone took Tobias aside, and he wanted to thank him.
As much as I hate losing Lindsay and everything, I feel like I'm making a friend in you. So I was wondering if maybe tonight you just want to take in a movie, or Spitz, or just stay in and nest.
Actually, I was going to stay in my office tonight and work on my law blog.
Of course, the Bob Blah Blah Law blog. Wow, you, sir, are a mouthful.
Mr. Loblaw no longer works for us because someone wanted a boyfriend.
Well, don't blame me.
I was talking to Lindsay, actually, but he was clearly turned off to the both of you.
Yes, he's a regular Freddie Wilson, that one.
I don't know that reference.
No, I don't either.
Oh, I don't know either.
It's this guy.
My son's just fine where he is. He's got the SATs coming up. You've got to do well on those. You studying upstairs?
Yeah, I'm just taking a 3 real quick so I can get a cream soda.
Oh, I'll get that for you.
No, I will get it. I have to get it myself. Just relax. Just check the stove real quick.
You know, Michael, if I may take off my acting pants for a moment and pull my Anauropus stocking over my head, George Michael has been acting strange lately. think you may have developed what we in the soft sciences refer to as obsessive-compulsive disorder, or the OC disorder.
Don't call it that.
I think ultimately it's because he's afraid to express himself.
Actually, it was because he was afraid his Aunt Lindsay was going to burn the house down.
Hi, how are you? Cream soda. Maybe he does need this school. Did you see this letter? You know, it's done wonders for Maybe.
Maybe is an exceptional young lady.
Exceptional.
We are sure that she is destined for great things.
Great things.
And we wish her luck in all her... It says over. You know, I probably have to crack this open to be sure, but this sounds like an expulsion letter. She's never been to class.
What kind of a boarding school would lose track of its students?
Openings is not a boarding school.
Well, I thought it was a boarding school, too.
You know, Tobias, if I can become a more traditional mother, then maybe you could start being more of a...
Non-traditional mother. Yes, you're right. After all, I am her father.
Cars are still...
Experience of her own.
I understand you've been having trouble with that expensive boarding school. That's right, I can read.
Okay, look, first of all, Variety got it wrong, all right? We didn't even want this project. It was a co-finance with Miramax, and poof, Miramax is gone, and we're still on the hook, and it turns out Jimmy Kennedy can't even snowboard.
All right, I'll listen to this later. And don't tell me where you've been. It'll just make me worry more. But guess what? There's a new daddy in town. A disciplined daddy. Oh, it's a parenting tape. If you want to skip school, that's fine. You'll just come to work with me.
But you don't have a job.
All right, here. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We are going to stuff each one of these gift bags with a headshot, some glitter, and a decorative hand soap. And we're gonna send them to every casting director in town. And don't forget the funny notes.
I know where you live, haha. Casting directors hate this.
They really do.
The glitter queen struck again. Never hired Tobias Funke.
Meanwhile, Maybe was getting tired of being with her father.
Now what we do is we paint our lips Joan Crawford red, pop on a little blue eyeliner, and then plant a lipstick kiss on every one of them.
Why the blue eyeliner?
Well, she felt that her eyes were too close together. Hello? It's a casting director. Yes, he is available. Let me put my, our assistant on the phone with you. Thank you. Yes. I better get changed.
Thanks, Deb. Yeah, so he's torture victim number 4, right? No, that's great. Yeah, he's really into discipline.
Is there an N Bluth in the family that we don't know about?
They say there's been money found in an account under that name.
Of course not. The prosecution is trying to test us, see if we're going to turn against each other. They make stuff up. She doesn't exist.
Yet you refer to her as a she.
He, she, what's the difference?
Oh, here. In the dark, it all looks the same. And they're probably just taking a shot in the darkness.
But the good news...
Restored.
My dad's trying to pin all of his crimes on N Bluth, and I might be N Bluth. Yes, that's what it says according to my birth certificate. All of our family records are up here. And for some reason, this stack of bodybuilding magazines.
Well, I guess your dad must have had these from way back when, huh?
My name is Jim.
That seems kind of current.
Ugh, who am I trying to kid, Michael? I was trying to beef up to impress that wife of mine, but now she's after some rich guy who's trying to kill his mom.
I gotta go talk to my dad.
You coming out?
No, I have to fight for my wife. I'm gonna keep my marriage alive.
One room.
Oh, hello, Lindsay. I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine that I met at the gym.
Hi, I'm Father Ben.
Ben is a Franciscan who can bench press over 200 pounds. And he talked me into protesting, too. Show me your sign. No, the other side.
Tobias, Bri and I believe in the dignity of every human being. Now, why don't we leave the fruits with the vegetables and go get a coffee?
Do some push-ups.
George Michael and Maybe were also at the hospital.
Doctor, when are we gonna know something? I'm trying to get on with my life.
Yes, so is what remains of Buster.
Dr. Farmer, there's a problem in 302. The patient's having a bad reaction to the tetracycline.
Tetracycline? Didn't I say not to give him that? Didn't you listen to my notes?
It ain't easy being white. It ain't easy.
But I'm trying to get on with my life. And you know what? You can't deal with it.
No, I can't, Lindsay.
You're not interested in me.
And you're not capable of intimacy.
Well, just fake it!
Coma.
And believe it or not, that actually got through to them.
Now will you please turn on the Cartoon Network and get the hell out of here?
And the next day, Bluth set about pretending they were a family that sticks
You never
together.
heard anyone in your family discuss plans to either travel to Iraq or do business there?
Well, I spend so much time making sweet love on my wife that it's hard to hear anything over the clatter of her breasts and...
Your witness.
I have nothing. So we can just cover it up and lie? I can't stand to hear one more lie out of this family.
Oh, there's the woman I'm sexually attracted to.
Okay, but that's the last one.
Well, I'm off to the gym to prepare for our tryst.
Tryst?
Yes, Lindsay and I are planning a night of heterosexual intercourse.
You can just say intercourse.
We talked about it last night.
After a disappointing attempt at lovemaking.
This isn't going to happen. I just want you to be satisfied.
Oh, T, you're always thinking of others.
I tried that. It didn't work either.
Well, you know, maybe I would be more attracted to you if you're in better shape. You know, if you're just more muscular, masculine. Does that make me shallow?
No. I was going to say the same thing to you. Maybe we should take a little time to work on ourselves, and then we'll plan a special night in 7 or 8 days.
Or a couple of weeks.
Let's say 3 weeks.
We're gonna go for it in a month.
Starting at the start of next month.
And we're gonna call it a 31-day month.
Even though this particular month has 30 days.
Oh, you know, I've already prepared a list of won'ts.
Oh, you're not going to believe this. My list of can'ts.
Marital love can be so romantic. Ellie.
Michael, I gotta talk to... Oh, wow. KY Pro, huh? Hey, don't get any moisture on these babes.
Hey, Tobias. Buddy, I needed that information. This is that sister I've been looking for.
Well, just hit print screen. I'm sure that whatever's on there will come up.
Yeah, look at that. Kind of remember these being faster, you know?
Yeah, well, we're probably also jacked up on emo and disco music we didn't notice. But you know what? I'm glad about this printer lag because I was hoping to have a jaw session with you.
Well, why don't we just say as long as it means a talk?
I find myself attracted to someone who is not my wife.
What's her name?
Michael. Can you believe it?
You're married to my sister.
Don't you think I know that?
I'm not interested in you that way.
What way?
Pick one.
No. No, did you think you were the Michael I was talking about? No. No. Oh, interesting that your mind went there, though. Okay. No. I'm afraid the Michael I'm talking about is all lady. She's the trainer at my gym.
This is the trainer you started with today?
Indeed. Can you believe she's a bodybuilder?
Indeed.
But what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I
You're
doing?
nervous about becoming intimate with Lindsay again. You probably should not rush into things, you know? Don't call this girl Michael. Stay away from the gym. Just leave it alone.
Wise words, boy Michael. I'll tell you, if I wasn't so dripping and disgustingly sweaty right now, I'd hop over this desk and give you such a hug. Hey, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Hey, no. Ooh, look, numbers up. Look at that. It would have been a 7.
Are you Michael?
Yes?
There's a Nellie at the end of the bar who wants to see you.
Great, thank you. It's Tobias.
Michael, look, this has got to stop. I mean, flattered, yes. Interested, not tonight.
I think I see what's happening. You're meeting girl Michael at the bar?
It was her idea. I mean, she wanted to get a drink, and I know it's crazy. I mean, I'm married, and the carbs.
Well, Tobias, sometimes life is about making difficult.
Sandwiches, I know.
You read my mind.
Oh, God, here she is.
Next, that guy.
What guy?
That guy.
No, that's her.
Him?
That's a girl. I think the name Michael is making you look for a man.
I think I'm looking at a man.
Michael.
Yes.
Yes?
No, I meant girl Michael.
I'm gonna leave you two alone.
So nice to meet you, girl Michael. What?
Yes. Hi, Nellie. I was thinking that we could meet down here. Actually, I think I'm gonna come up.
Michael. Oh my God, my husband.
Oh my God, my wife. Are you two here for each other?
Is that what you're doing?
How dare you? And with another woman!
Wait, you didn't plan this together? I just assume you wanted a holy trinity.
Absolutely not. We're a happily married couple.
Yes, who happen to be very much in love with each other.
Well, you're still gonna have to pay front.
Yeah, why were you drinking?
If I look like a man who made love to his wife last night, it's because I almost did.
That's why.
But Tobias had a low tolerance for alcohol.
You look very handsome.
And so you just...
I might not be able to be deposed either. I got a call out of the blue for a chance to play a very important part in the prosecution.
The prosecution called you?
I assume it's a CBS procedural, although they didn't say sides, so I thought I'd trot out a vagina monologue or something else I know. And they did ask for old photos and documents, so I went and got these out of the secret room. Ooh.
The prosecution is not a TV show. It's clearly somebody in the DA's office trying to get you to flip. These guys will bend the law to enforce the law.
Tell me that's not a CBS franchise.
Serious, Tobias. Why else would they want all these documents?
Well, for set dressing, silly. Those Hollywood shows are so incredibly detailed.
Well, you're gonna call them and tell them that you're not interested. We all have to be careful, okay? The prosecution...
I am off to buy the perfect present. Maybe she'd like a suit like this.
That is her suit.
They probably don't make it in a woman's, though.
They only make it in a woman's.
Well, I'm off, my love.
Tobias met with the prosecutor, Wayne Jarvis.
A flower in my garden, a mystery in my panties.
Again, this is not an audition for a CBS show.
I was just looking for some feedback.
It was a little contrived. Now, we think we can offer you a good deal if you provide evidence that puts George Bluth behind bars.
Well, I'll tell you what else is contrived. The odds that I would turn on my family for somebody who is not only trying to hurt them, but who wouldn't know good acting if it marched through that door and gave them headshots and decorative soaps.
And as Tobias waited for the elevator, he noticed an interesting flyer promising the perfect gift for the daughter who didn't feel part of the family.
He took the bait.
He's a classic scrapbooker.
Right down to the woman's suit.
The depositions had been delayed, but the prosecution was about to get a Lord and Taylor bag full of evidence.
We supply the glitter, glue, the crepe paper, and the ready-made template pages for you to decorate and fill out with my favorite birthday, foreign bank statements, and of course, family secrets.
The scrapbooking sting had helped the DA gather evidence against people as diverse as Ken Lay, Oliver North, but ironically, not Martha Stewart.
So, dig up whatever you can, and remember, photocopies are not admissible as memories.
Sir, I'm gonna have to go to our old family storage unit in Reseda.
No problem. We can arrange for a helicopter to take you there right now.
Wow, this is the best free scrapbooking class I've ever taken.
Meanwhile, Tobias gives his daughter the gift he'd stayed up all night making.
And here's a picture of your mother pregnant. And here's a whole series of your head starting to crown. Look at you, so full of wonder and shock. You still do it. And so does he. Boy, you guys really are related.
And Michael was adopted. And the next morning, he awoke to a worse surprise.
Oh, come on.
Well, I can't sleep in the same room as her. She wants out of this marriage, fine. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to sell the Bluth shares and move on.
You can't do that.
They're my shares.
No, I mean, you can't spoon me like that. We need a new venue for the shareholders' party, and it cannot be a boat. Now, if you can find something, maybe I can fudge the books, get you a Bluth Company salary, huh? Maybe call you an events coordinator?
Can we just lay here for a second while I think about it?
Michael was making compromises all over the place.
Sure. I'll do it.
Sounds great.
Soon, George...
Oh, Michael.
Hey. Oh.
I booked the perfect location and some wonderful performers for the party. We're having it at the Queen Mary.
Queen Mary? That's a ship.
Oh, no. It's a chain of popular nightclubs. Although I haven't been to this particular location, it's on the Long Beach Harbor.
That's the ship. Buster, don't worry about it. They've actually welded it to the dock.
Although, perhaps I should call the hot cops and tell them to come up with something more nautically themed. Hot sailors. Better yet, hot sea.
Like hot sailors.
Me too.